Hello, algebra students. Welcome back to another video lesson as we continue rolling along with systems of equations. We're going to finish up today solving systems by graphing, particularly by hand. We did a little bit of Desmos yesterday, but today we're going to focus on how to find solutions by graphing. But by hand, we're also going to introduce you to this substitution method, something I think you'll find fairly familiar. We'll finish that up on Wednesday, and then elimination later in the week. All right, so here is a warm-up question from yesterday's homework practice. Why don't you take a moment, either see what you have for an answer or use Desmos in this case to graph. All right, I'm going to show you how to do this one by hand. I don't think I need Desmos too much on this. Y-intercept at the top equation is 3, so here's 3. Slope is 1/2, so rise over run. Up 1 over 2, up 1 over 2, and so on. Oops, I wanted a straight line, so I should do it this way. And there we go. That's this top line. Then if I do the bottom line in the blue, I'm going to use the intercepts. X equals positive 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 is over here. The y-intercept is negative 4. 1, 2, 3, negative 4. Well, what do we notice about these two? Oh my goodness, they are parallel. The lines are parallel, therefore they have no solutions. Because they're parallel, they're not going to intersect. And if they don't intersect, they don't have a point in common. All right, so we can use graphing. Now, I kind of demonstrated to you how to do that by hand. We're going to look at a different example, solve this system by hand, using some of the skills that we've learned throughout the year. I'm going to do this top one here in blue. The y-intercept is 3. The slope, which is m, is 2 over 1, and we can use that to graph. So we plot the y-intercept first at 3, and from there, rises 2, runs to the right 1, rises 2, runs to the right 1, and rises 2 over 1. And we're just going to kind of make sure that we extend that line in both directions a little bit. All right, so there's our first one, using y-intercept and using slope. The second one, we don't have it as y equals, so we could do one of two things. This one, since y is kind of by itself, I can move the 2x to the other side. We could have also found the x and y intercepts. That would work. But now we've got a y-intercept of 15 and a slope that is equal to negative 2 over 1. All right, so this is a little bit trickier to graph on this one, but 15, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Up here somewhere, y-intercept at 15. The slope is down 2 and to the right 1, down 2 and to the right 1, down 2 and to the right 1, and you'll notice that it hit the blue line right there, meaning that point is the solution. 1, 2, 3. So 3, comma, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 3, comma, 9 is the solution to this system. Now we can check that by plugging it into both equations. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 plus 3 is 9, and that's what we were supposed to get. 2 times 3 is 6, plus 9 for y is 15, so it does work. All right, so we can graph a lot of these graphing by hand. Why don't you take a moment, try to graph these two, and see what you get for a solution. All right, so we've got a y-intercept of 4. And we've got a slope of 2/5. 2/5. So 4 on the y-axis, up 2 and right 5, up 2 and right 5. All right, so we've got this line right there. I'm going to use x and y intercepts here. X would equal 10, right? 6x equals 60. Should write that step first. 6x is 60, so x is 10. 5y is 60. If I divide both sides by 5, I get y equals 12. So x is 10, which is this one way over here. And then 12. 1 and 2. All right, so it looks right there. Boom, found it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to the right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 5, comma 6 should be our solution to the system. 5, comma 6. So if we plug those in, 2/5 times 5. 2/5 times 5 is 2. 2 plus 4 is 6. Is that what y? Yep. 5 times 6 is 30. 5 times 6 is 30. 30 and 30 is 60. So it works in both. All right. So you can do both of those by hand. We could also check this one by going to our Desmos calculator. Y equals 2/5. Oh, not 2/3, Mr. G. 2/5 x plus, I forget what the y-intercept was, 4 plus 4, 6x plus 5y equals 60. There is our point of intersection, 5, comma 6. So a lot of different ways to do that by graphing, either by Desmos or graphing them by hand using intercepts and slope, or even x and y intercepts. Now, I want to take some time, though, to introduce you to substitution. Substitution. We've did a little bit of this at the beginning of the year, believe it or not. Here is an example from your packet on page 4. Allie drank a can of tomato juice, and then finished off 3 bottles of root beer, which was a total of 60 fluid ounces. It takes 2 bottles of root ball. How about